At sunrise, the village was gone. No bodies, no blood, no signs of struggle. Breakfast tables still set, laundry half done, doors left unlocked. Hundreds of people vanished overnight. No warnings, no screams. No one knows why. Some investigators thought it was a prank. Some thought they had gone on a long trip. But Holmes told a different story. Meals untouched, clothes laid out for the next day. Animals wandered freely, some starving, some still tied up. The land was calm, the weather was clear, no floods, no storms. It was as if the village had simply stopped existing. The villagers were ordinary people, families, children, farmers, elders. Generations had lived there. Nothing about the village suggested danger. No wars nearby, no natural disasters. And yet, by morning, everyone was gone. Some locals whispered about strange lights in the sky. Others spoke of shadows moving through the streets at night. But the official report said nothing, no explanation, no cause of disappearance. And that's where the mystery begins. Why did every single person vanish? Where did they go? No footprints, no signs of evacuation, no trace left behind. It was a complete, total disappearance. Investigators combed the surrounding forests. They searched mountains, rivers, and roads. Nothing, no bodies, no evidence, no clue. Even decades later, the mystery remains unsolved. What happened in the dead of night? Why this village? Why not another? Some say the world sometimes swallows entire communities and leaves nothing behind. No one knows. And that is what makes this village unforgettable. By the next morning, the village was eerily silent. No smoke rose from chimneys, no sounds of life, no footsteps in the snow. Investigators arrived. They expected chaos. They expected confusion. Instead, they found perfection. Every house intact, every window unbroken, every door closed. Meals were left untouched on tables, bread still warm, teapots still steaming in kitchens, clothes neatly arranged, shoes in pairs, children's toys scattered exactly where they had been. The animals were confused. Dogs wandered alone, cats hid, cows and horses roamed freely. It was as if everyone had simply walked away. But how could that happen? Hundreds of people leaving, without leaving any trace, no footprints, no carts, no signs of evacuation. Even stranger, personal items were left behind, wallets, jewelry, important documents, nothing taken, nothing disturbed. Investigators were baffled. Why leave everything behind? Why vanish without warning? Some locals remembered the night before. Strange lights in the sky, a low humming sound, whispers carried by the wind. Others claimed shadows moved unnaturally in the streets, figures that were not people. None of it could be proven, but the investigators couldn't ignore the eerie silence. As they moved through the village, they noticed something else. Even the clocks had stopped at the same time, as if time itself had frozen. The houses felt alive, but empty. The streets seemed to breathe, and the wind carried a whisper that no one could understand. The questions multiplied. Where had everyone gone? And what force could erase a village overnight? By nightfall, investigators camped nearby, but they didn't sleep. They heard the forest, whistling, rustling, the feeling of being watched. They could not shake the thought that the village had not just vanished. It had been taken by something beyond understanding. As days passed, the investigation deepened. Experts came from the city. Journalists arrived. Officials questioned everyone nearby, but no one had seen anything. No one heard anything unusual. No one could explain a single detail. The government sent reports. They were vague. They claimed natural causes. They mentioned mass evacuation without evidence. But no evacuation had occurred. The surrounding villages confirmed it. No one had seen people leaving. No roads were used. No transportation had arrived. Some reports suggested sudden landslides or earthquakes, but the land was stable. No signs of mudslides. No cracks in the earth. Then came the rumors, whispers of secret experiments, foreign agents, unknown phenomena. Locals spoke cautiously. Some said they had seen lights hovering over the village the night before, orange and green, dancing in the sky. Others claimed the forest around the village changed overnight. Trees twisted into unnatural shapes, shadows that shouldn't exist. Investigators found traces, strange readings on the soil, radiation, barely detectable, chemicals unidentifiable. None of it made sense. No pattern, no explanation. Even the animals acted strangely. Dogs refused to enter the village. Birds avoided the area entirely. Some investigators reported feeling dizzy. Some claimed whispers in the wind. Others said they could feel eyes watching them. The files were eventually sealed. Some were classified for decades. The public was told only fragments, but the witnesses and locals kept telling the story of families who vanished, of meals left half-eaten, of clocks frozen in time. The mystery grew darker. No one could say if it was human or something beyond human. And still, the questions remained. Why did the village disappear without a trace? Why did the animals behave strangely? Why were some areas showing unexplained energy readings? No theory fit all the facts. No explanation satisfied all the evidence. The village had vanished overnight, and whatever took it left a mark that would never fade. Some say the answers lie hidden in the forest. Others say the sky holds the secret. And some fear no one will ever truly know. Years passed, and the village remained empty. Nature slowly reclaimed the streets. Grass grew over roads. Trees crept into homes. The silence became permanent. Nearby villagers refused to enter. Even animals avoided the area. It was as if the land itself rejected life. Stories began to spread of people who claimed to see shadows in the empty homes, of lights flickering at night, of soft whispers when no wind blew. Some explorers tried to spend the night. Most fled before dawn. They reported feeling cold even in summer, hearing footsteps behind them, and seeing shapes moving between the trees. Legends grew darker. People spoke of the village as cursed, of a forest that takes life silently, of an invisible hand that moves through the houses. Occasionally, travelers reported seeing figures in the windows, but when they approached, nothing, no one, only emptiness. Some said they saw children playing in the streets, laughing, then vanishing when approached. Others claimed they heard the chimes of a bell tower that had no bell. Even the investigators who had studied the case avoided returning. Some refused to speak publicly. Others left their jobs quietly. And yet, the questions never went away. Where did the villagers go? What force could erase an entire community? Was it something natural, something human, or something else entirely? No records explain the phenomenon. No technology or science can replicate it. It remains one of the most chilling mysteries in modern history. And for those brave enough to explore the ruins, the forest seems alive. The air feels heavy. The shadows seem to watch. Some nights, travelers swear they hear voices, soft, calling voices, from the homes, from the streets, from the vanished lives themselves. The village is a ghost, a warning, a place that vanished overnight and may never return. Decades later, the village still stands, but empty. No one has returned. No one dares. The government documents remain sealed. Researchers debate quietly, but no one has answers. Some say the villagers were taken by a natural anomaly. Others claim secret experiments. Some whisper extraterrestrial involvement. Every theory has gaps. Every explanation leaves questions. Even the most skeptical admit the disappearance defies logic, defies reason, defies everything we understand about the world. And still, the forest grows around it, silent, watching. Occasionally, hikers report strange occurrences, unexplained sounds, flickering lights, shadows moving between the trees. Some swear they hear children laughing, some hear voices calling names, and some see figures looking out of empty windows. The village is gone, yet somehow present, a place frozen in time, haunted by what vanished. No one knows if we will ever understand. No one knows if we will ever uncover the truth. But one thing is certain, some mysteries are not meant to be solved. Some disappearances are permanent, and some places are better left alone. If you thought this was chilling, watch my other video about the forest that consumes anyone who enters. It's another real story, where the missing may never be found. And remember, some places don't just vanish from the map, they vanish from reality itself.